Okay, I'm inside a cave on my way out. I had to pause the video because the battery on my camera was dying. Heaven forbid, I'll go a few feet without video. All right, but anyway, let me zigzag around here just a bit. The floor is a bit uneven, so I can't really go in straight lines. A lot of loose rocks here too. If I'm not careful where I step, I could trip. What's weird, sometimes there's even formations on the floor here. Like, look at this. There's a breakdown rock on the floor. Look at that. There's dripstone on it. I'm 99% sure that the formation formed on the rock when it was part of the wall or ceiling, and then it fell down, and the formation survived the crash. But, wow. Kind of impressive that it did. Okay, well, anyway. See if I can keep going down here very carefully. Notice somebody drew a white arrow pointing the way up, or actually the way out. Like, it's hard to figure out. Can't really get lost in this cave unless you're a total beginner. If you're a beginner, you really shouldn't be in this cave, especially by yourself. Yeah. I've been to 200 caves and they all look almost exactly like this one. So as long as my lights last, I'm not gonna get lost. Now, of course, if my lights somehow all died, getting out of here would be very, very, very difficult. Basically what I'd have to do, probably go over the left wall, try to feel my way out the left wall. Hopefully I don't fall off a cliff trying to do that. Here's another example where there's formations on the floor, on the breakdown rock. Fascinating. Even the wall. Look how uneven the textures of the wall are. Even one rock, not just separate rocks, but one rock can change. Fascinating. Ooh, here's a good spot. I don't know if I showed that on the way in or not. Well, wow. Nice. Like I said, if you go through a cave like this, well, plan to go slow. Even slower than I'm doing. I am impatient. Yeah. But next week when I come through with somebody else, I'll go the speed they want. Person I'm going with caving next week, they've only been to a few other caves. So, but they have been to a couple of hard caves. So, should be interesting. Just like every cave is different, every caver is different. I'm not claustrophobic, but I stay out of places where I could actually get stuck. Ow! I am afraid of heights, but I have done vertical 4 times. 3 different caves I've gone vertical caving. With help from someone else, never alone. In fact, even an experienced person, vertical caving is something you need to do with other people. In case something goes wrong, I want to rescue. Instead of being left stuck there forever. Could be kind of a yucky way to die. Sort of a trail here on the left side for a bit. Go ahead and stay on this trail for a bit. Both sides have this trail for a short distance while there's this loose gravel to have a trail. Doesn't last very long though. You can't really make a trail through boulders. Alright, now we're back to the bigger rocks. There's been so few people through this cave that they haven't really worn a path. So look at this. Look at the wall there. It's kind of a hole there. And then loose gravel. I'm gonna turn up my light all the way for a second. There's another ledge. The ceiling is like 80 feet above me. And over there the ceiling comes lower. Or is only like 50 feet. I actually think it's taller again, crazy. And over here, cave's maybe 30 feet wide. Not super big, but big enough for 2 or 3 people at least. And then look at this, back where I came from, the ceiling was even higher. Wow. Even with 100% brightness, my camera's barely doing it justice. Wow. So what I'd like to do is get the cavers who want to do videos like I do to come in at the same time, side by side. Make sure there's no bats first, of course. But yeah, come in side by side. So we each have our flashlight turned up pretty bright. So one person stays to the right, one person stays to the middle. So we light up more evenly. Get a really cool video. Okay. There's only a few other people around here who do videos like I do. They all do their own thing, usually. Everyone has their own priorities. I try to stick close to home. Other people want to go even farther away. Whoops, hang it. Darn it. I stepped on a loose rock. Almost tripped. This cave is vicious. Trying to be gentle on the cave, but sometimes the cave is attacking me. The ceiling is so tall here, I can't even show the ceiling in the video. Even if I had my light up to 100% brightness. Whoa! So many loose rocks. This cave is crazy. Or I'm crazy, one of the two. I say we have a... See if I can go around this rock. See that flow stone from a little closer. Even here on the floor, see that one rock has some flow stone. Wow, kind of neat. For whatever reason, this one part of the wall, it's got flow stone on it, different patches. And so some places it's kind of flat and some places it's kind of round. Kind of interesting. I'm gonna go a bit lower so I don't step on anything. But it's basically what I did on the first trip through here too. So yeah, looked at it close up, then I went around, get the wide angle view. Like I said, all along this one wall here, so much interesting stuff. I would almost dare say it's kind of cool looking. Interesting rock right here below me. I don't know if I can get down closer. It's like a little hole in that rock almost. Kind of cool. Wow, look at the weird textures of these rocks here. Ooh, here's a good one. Well, it's a couple of good ones. So look at that one. Look at that rock, has some interesting. But right here, I think I already showed that one on the way in. Almost a real formation there. Wow. All right. Notice how there's loose rocks up on that ledge. So there's nothing to keep them from being pulled down on your head. So if you do attempt to walk on that ledge, yeah, don't do that. Just don't do that. Just don't touch it. Don't get near it. Leave it like it is. Yeah, I think any attempt to go up there are going to be quite unfortunate. But if you do it, at least get it on video. All right, here we go. Here's a lower level. You know what? I think I'll take off my backpack for a second so I can peek down here. All right, I'm gonna crawl in backwards real quick just because it's a little bit downhill. Anytime I go downhill, I want to go feet first, so I don't get myself stuck upside down. There, you see, it doesn't go very far at all. What's creepy? It's like this is the only part of the cave with a smooth floor, because this is the only part that's not covered in breakdown. Kind of cool, huh? All right, well, all right, so there's the tube within a tube. All right, so let me see if I can get out of here. Yeah. You can tell how old somebody is by the noises they make trying to get up. All right. There's some caves where the tube within a tube goes back a lot farther. It's really cool. It's especially fun if it's not a dead end. You can go through and come out. But obviously that one's a dead end. I'm sure the tube keeps going. Like right here, you see there's a hole down here, but it's blocked with all these rocks. Like I said, if you had a crane remove all these pesky rocks, the bottom of this cave would probably look really cool. Same here. Look at this. There's obviously a tube right here. If you had a way to remove those rocks, who knows how far that tube goes. But like I said, Zero Trace says don't mess with it. But like I said, if I own this cave as trying to make profits giving tours, I'd probably, remove some of the rocks just to see what's back there. Although judging by the rocks here, I don't think it goes much farther. I bet the whole thing's less than 100 feet long. So it'd be a lot of work just to find out that there's nothing there. Of course, the real question, are there more tube within tube underneath all this breakdown rock that I can't even see? Yeah, well, good luck figuring that out. Notice how the wall bulges out a bit. It makes a little mini balcony. And the color and the textures. Wow. See here, it's a little more fragile. It's like a tiny little nook or cranny. Don't touch that. You could probably break it off. But there's no point in doing that. Take lots of pictures, but nothing else. Ugh. Excuse me. Ugh. Excuse me. Oh. Notice I'm going up another breakdown pile here. Up I go. Whoa, I just stepped on a loose rock. Moved under my foot. Man, look how some of these rocks are just bright red or orange. Depends on the lighting. Wow. It's like every rock has its own signature color in here. Fascinating. But yeah, the next, 4 days I have to work. Then I'll probably take a day off to laundry, decontaminate my stuff, all that good stuff. Then I'll be back to doing some more caving. Got some interesting colors along this wall. Kind of went the wrong way. Look at this. I'm on top of a rock here. It's like 10 feet down. Take the easiest way. Oh, you know what? I can go to the left. Yeah, I could do this. As long as this rock isn't too slippery, I'll plummet to my dome. Oh, like that. Stepped on another rock that rolled under me. These rocks are trying to kill me, I tell you. Alright. But yeah, that's the way I just came down. This rock right there, that's the one that rolled underneath me. Whoopsie. Alright. That's the thing about going downhill. You might have too much momentum that you don't have any control. End up going too fast. Don't want to do that. There's an arrow pointing straight up. Okay, good to know. In case you're wondering where the ceiling is. Whoa. I was touching the wall. Probably shouldn't have done that. There was like a loose rock on the wall. I almost pulled down. That's why I should get a little farther away from the wall. But it looked like there was a path on the left I was going to take. Okay, you know what? We're almost to the end of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and start a new one. So don't forget.